Hello, I'm David Hunt, and welcome to Staying Alive, a panel show about our ageing population. The panel today is, oh, look at her, how gorgeous is she? Leanne Renfree from Switchboard, hello.
Hi, David.
Greg Adkins from Victorian Anti-Violence Project,
You've
is that right?
Got it in two.
And Gordon, hello Gordon, and you're from what?
Vintage Men.
But many other organisations as well.
Yep.
Now, today's topic is a good one. Just before I start, I read a great little slogan out the front of a hairdressing salon the other day, and I thought I'd share it with everyone.
Can we ask why you were at a hairdressing salon?
I was walking by, thank you for being a smart ass as well, but I was walking by and they had a sandwich board out the front, and I just thought I have to mention this today. It said, "Grey is God's graffiti."
Oh,
which I think is really cute, and I almost felt like sort of writing underneath it, well, what's the devil's graffiti? Baldness.
Yes, I think so.
So let's talk about today's topic, sex and our growing age.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, what do you think about it? Has it slowed down for you, or are you still pretty active?
It still passes my mind occasionally. No, look, it's important. It's about who we are. I mean, sex is about our humanity and how we connect to people. And has it changed? Maybe a little bit more value in sexual encounters, but it hasn't changed. I mean, we still explore sex and enjoy sex, and I don't know about you, David, but I've discovered that a lot of people younger than me experience good times and like to get to know people slightly older than them.
Oh, okay. Well, there is that. Look, I was at the doctor's the other day, and that's why I thought I'd bring it up today, is because the doctor said to me, "How's your sex life?" And I went, okay. Why? She said, "Well, you should be quite active at your age. It's a very, very good time." What's it like for the girls?
I don't want to speak on behalf of everybody in the entire world. It's interesting because I actually decided to do a bit of research before the program today, and I thought I would Google sex and older lesbians, and they were just porn sites, so I don't actually have a lot of information. But so therefore I dropped out the lesbian and sex and older people. And it was interesting, some of the stuff around health issues that was talked about for both men and women around things like pain, arthritis, just physical being able to move, things like hormonal changes for women particularly, around drive and physical preparedness. And I think they're valid questions. And things like medication can have a huge impact on how you feel and about performance.
Absolutely.
And I mean, something like diabetes, that sort of thing can have a great impact on libido, blood flow, all those. I don't want to get too technical, but it's a valid medical point, yes, as well as a social, who we are, sort of, sexuality point as well. So Leanne, I think there are issues.
Leanne, the one thing I want to ask you, what's it like for the girls in meeting, like say you were out there looking for a new partner.
Where do you meet them?
Where do you meet them?
Yeah. It's very difficult. I think it's very difficult anyway. And of course, as you get older, and we talked about this on a previous program, we don't necessarily go out to bars. We don't necessarily go out to clubs and meet people, so that's difficult. So I think a lot of lesbians actually have groups of friends that age with them.
Yep.
So it's not actually meeting new people, it's sustaining the close friendships and relationships that you have.
Okay. Gordon, what about you?
What about me?
Well, you've got a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend, yes, and as I always say, the moment you're born, you're a sexual being, and your sexuality never stops until the day you die. So I just keep going.
But a lot of people, that's funny.
It's like what's it? The Duracell bunny.
Yeah.
Like the bunny with the rabbit. Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
And he's a bit younger than you?
Oh yeah, a lot younger. And I didn't chase. He's only 45.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but you're 52 this year,
aren't you? You're so sweet. No, but he chased me. I didn't chase him. He's one of those people that like older men. So and he likes people with beards.
Oh, wow.
Whoopie-doo.
Score on both counts.
Yes.
So do you call yourself a bear?
No,
just a bearded man.
Just a bearded old
Which
gentleman.
are very trendy right this very moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they are a bit.
He's a hipster.
Yeah, he is a bit of a hipster, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, like your urge hasn't hasn't sort of waned at all?
God, no.
No?
No.
Because, like quite often you hear about married couples and they say, oh, we don't really have much of a sex life anymore. Is it because they're just a little bit too familiar with themselves instead of putting a little bit more excitement with having a partner that you've only had for 5 years or something?
8.
8 years.
8 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's the attraction has never diminished. It's just been there all the time, and we see one another, and it's just
right. Is it also the fact that you don't live together, so therefore when you see each other, you've got
there's that sort
about?
of thing about
absence making the heart grow fonder.
Yes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yes, but no, it's one of those things, because we don't live together. It's when we do get together, it's a much more genuine, it's a real.
Well, you've made the time
thing.
to be together, haven't you?
Yeah, we make the time to be together. You have to.
It's not convenient, just convenience.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And do you meet his friends as well? I mean, is there a social connection that?
Oh yeah.
And that's value for you
well,
too.
I meet his friends, some of his friends. I know most of his friends. Yeah, but because he works in an industry where he's working basically 7 days a week. It means that he doesn't have a huge. What's the name of circle of friends? Yeah,
Greg, you're out and about a lot, and you're very sporty as well, and you're meeting people, in different sort of situations to a lot of other people.
I meet new people every day, and a lot of those people become good friends that continue on. And I know I have 2,500 people on Facebook that follow me, and all of them I know individually.
How many of them have you had sex with?
That's
half
rather
of
interesting
them?
question.
Half of them?
I could hazard a guess and say
1,500.
I'm his friend on Facebook.
we haven't
I'm
had
your
sex.
friend on Facebook too, and I haven't had sex yet.
But
I'm disappointed.
I'll do a statistical average and say maybe 300.
Okay.
Over the long-term friends. Let's be
Right.
real about being gay men here. Maybe 300 out of my Facebook friends.
But then there's people like me who I don't have sex. I'm a virgin.
on the ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
What's sad about? I'll
Sad, that,
change
isn't
the
it?
topic slightly. I also did some other reading. Val's Cafe, when it was part of Gay and Lesbian Health Victoria, put together a set of stories that they collected a couple of years ago. I think it's called My Stories, and it's on their website. And they're interviews with older LGBTI people about their lives. And one I was reading this morning was a 77-year-old woman, older lesbian, single, who says she still feels the need for intimacy or connection, just physical connection. And it's not about sex, it's just about being close, the sort of humanity stuff. And it said that she said that she belongs to an elderly citizens club. And they hug each other hello. And for her, that's enough, but she's not out. And she feels that if she was out, she wouldn't get the hugs.
That's all we've got time for today. Leanne, thank you. Greg, thank you.
Thank you, David.
And Gordon, always thank you. Let's
Thank
have a
you.
hug. You've been watching Staying Alive.